Hey, good news is I got some tea. Hello, good morning. Welcome back to another episode of More Mary. I am your host, Miss Mary Lou. Hey friends, so I'm really stressed out. I have a lot of stressful things happening in my life right now, to the point where even when it was brought up to me to film today, I almost started crying. And I can't even really talk about a lot of it because there are legal things happening and it's just but I'm here today. I was like, just let life inform stuff. We're gonna talk about things that I do to de-stress. 5 tips to help me calm down and not freak out so much, because I feel like there's just this little stress monster. He's chilling on my shoulders. He whispers in my ear. He's like, here's all the crappy stuff happening in your life and here's what you should worry about that's beyond your control. New little stress monster, get off, because it just the weight of it can feel crushing. So, hey, 5 tips to de-stress that I've been trying to do. Sometimes it's still overwhelming and feels like a lot, and that's okay. But when it starts to kind of interfere with your daily life, and I'm a person that's prone to panic attacks and depression and stuff like that, so take care of yourself because you're worth it. Oh, what an intro. Okay. Hey, good news is I got some tea. I wrote it down so I don't have to stress about it. Things to do. Hashtag I love notebooks. De-stress. Number 1, I like to play board games. And this is no surprise. I've talked about board games a lot on this channel. When I am super stressed out, I have the tendency to pull in. I'm not really a lash outer. Even when I'm angry, I don't really yell. I just internalize everything and pull away. But the good thing about board games is that it pushes me back into social interactions that I know are enjoyable. Most of the board games I like to play, you can't play with a huge group of people, which makes me anxious. You just play with a few other people and you're using your brains and you're having a good time. I also put under this category watching Critical Role, which is an RPG. I love it so much. For those of you who don't know, hang on. Critical Role is a bunch of nerdy voice actors living in Los Angeles who get together and play Dungeons and Dragons once a week. And I'm behind. I haven't watched Critical Role in weeks and I'm stressed, so it's no wonder. Number 2, singing. I love to sing. I've been doing it more on the channel lately. It's a thing that I've had training in since I was a child. And here we go. Yeah, good. Acid reflux is not good as a singer. Stress monster, get off of me. I love singing and it's a stress relief. And there's science to it too, because singing, you have to relax your body and breathe deeply, and it gets the oxygen to all of your cells and it makes you feel good. So the last 2 episodes actually that I've done have been singing, not just because I was away, but because I was like, what is an episode that I can do that's not gonna stress me out, that's gonna bring me joy while I'm on vacation, taking care of other things? Yeah, singing is great. I almost did a music video for this Sunday, but I decided I would use life to fuel my art. Yes, making things makes me happy. So, hey, hello, I got a text message. Who dat? Oh man, someone is watching David Pumpkins right now. Yes, David S. Pumpkins. Number 3, I love to read, and not necessarily just read anything, because I do read a lot of news articles and stuff, but that can also be stressful. I like to read fantasy mostly. I've talked about this. I've had a couple book club episodes, and my number 1 go-to, I'm stressed the freak out and I need to read something, is Harry Potter. I'm reading Harry Potter for the 3rd time this year. You can kind of maybe tell how stressed out I am in my life based on how many times I read through the Harry Potter series. I read Lord of the Rings recently. It was just so magical. I want to go back and read that again. There's something about fantasy that I've always connected with that I just love. I also really like reading autobiographies. I really like Felicia Day's autobiography, You're Never Weird on the Internet Almost. One of my favorites is actually Julia Child's autobiography. She had a freaking fascinating life. So yeah, Harry Potter and Julia Child. Bon appetit. Number 4, meditate. I've talked about this even recently on the show because I try to make the show full of things that I like and that are relevant in my life that I can relate to, because maybe you can relate to them too, because the show is me and is my life. So meditating is great. I use this app called Stop, Breathe, and Think. One meditation that I like to do is counting breaths. It is a meditation on the app, but you can just do it on your own. You just kind of deep breathe and feel where your body is at the moment. And then for each cycle of breath, one inhale and one exhale, you count 1. The next full breath, inhale, exhale, you count 2. And then you do this all the way to 10. And once you get to 10, you go back to 1. Usually your brain gets distracted. Don't fall off my lap, notebook. You stay. I usually get distracted by the time I get to 10, so you just go back to 1. I watched this video about like famous celebrities or whatever talking about meditating, and I don't remember who said this, but someone was like, the moment of success, it's that moment of noticing you're distracted. So those moments where you catch yourself, those are the moments of success. Those are the moments where you're making a conscious effort to change your life. So yay, meditating. And lastly, number 5. Having tea parties, whether it's just me by myself. Tea makes me happy. I'm not a big drinker. I don't smoke. I don't like having material dependencies necessarily, which is why I like meditating so much, but like tea makes me happy, friends. And it's good for your soul. I have been having tea parties. I would have friends over in high school. Cindy, if you're watching, mwah, drink tea and bake things and watch Team America and all kinds of stuff. And then I kept having tea parties through college with just a small group of close friends, put a kettle on. There's something about the community of tea parties that has always brought such joy to my life. And one reason why Tea Time with Mary makes so much sense for me is it's bringing that community and that joy onto the internet for all of you. And I'm so glad that you're here. Like, it means so much to me. That's why I made this episode today, because I was like, no, because doing this makes me happy. This makes me happy. Let's do it together, and let's, spread a little bit more joy in our lives. I know we could all need it. Yeah, I need it. Hey, so those are my 5 tips for things that I like to do to reduce my stress. I hope that this was helpful for you if you're having a hard time right now. I hope it brings a smile to your face. I already feel that little stress monster hanging on my shoulders is quite a bit smaller than he was even when I started this. What are some of the things that you like to do if you're stressed? Do you like to take showers, long walks on the beach kind of thing? I don't know. I would love to hear. Spread some love, spread some joy down in the comments. I know we're all looking for new things that we can do to kind of breathe and bring a little bit more peace of mind into our lives. I appreciate every single one of you that watches this. You are loved. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you on Tuesday. Hello! Thanks for watching again. Subscribe to the Miss Mary Lou channel here if you are not already. We are growing faster now. It's like, I'm a little bit like, how are we over 250 already? We just celebrated 200. So for everybody that's new, welcome to the tea party. You can hop over to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch if you want to hang out, not just on Sundays and Tuesdays here on YouTube, but on the rest of the interwebs. My Patreon page is still up and running if you want to join the official Tea Party family. All the links for everything are in the description box below. I love you so much, and I'll see you later. Okay, bye.